your Skinstructors tip of the week. This one is all about intention. As we head into 2026, remember that not every trend deserves your time, energy, or money. Instead of chasing what's new, focus on mastering what actually works for your clients and your business. Ask yourself 3 simple questions before adopting any trend. Does it improve results? Does it fit my clientele? And does it support my long-term goals as an esthetician? Trends will always come and go, but confidence, consistency, and education will always set you apart. 2026 is all about intentional growth, not trend overload.
Welcome back to the Skinstructors. I'm Morgan.
And I'm Jolie, and we're so excited to kick off 2026 with this episode.
Absolutely. We started our podcast last year with a episode similar, chatting about upcoming trends for 2025. And I just feel like this is such a fun topic for 2026.
Yeah.
Talking about trends, your resolutions if you set them, because it really is it's gonna set the tone for how we move through this industry.
Totally. And we're going to look back at 2025 trends and be honest about what stuck, what evolved, and what maybe sounded good on paper, but it didn't quite hit.
So let's first look at the 2025 episode where we talked about upcoming trends. We mentioned AI skin analysis,
Yeah.
exosomes, facial bars. It's all coming back to me now.
It is.
Active body care, scalp care, cryotherapy, and dopamine menus.
Yeah. And honestly, a lot of those didn't disappear. They just kind of matured.
Yeah, exactly. AI didn't replace estheticians. It became a support tool. Exosomes, they didn't vanish. We're still hearing about them.
Yep.
But education and regulation became more important.
Totally.
And facial bars, they did not kill the spas.
No.
They really just created another lane for us estheticians.
Yeah. Yeah. So 2026 feels less like what's new and more like what's refined. And starting with that would be skin longevity versus anti-aging. So we're officially moving away from anti-aging language, I would say, in general.
Hallelujah.
I know.
I'm turning 40 this year. Let's not talk about aging.
Yeah, it has such like a negative connotation to it.
It really does.
And you're really seeing that emphasis on like skin health and skin longevity and
Yeah.
pro-aging and terms like that.
I'll be honest, that one's going to be a hard one for me to break.
I agree. I mean, it's just so like engraved into
That's just
everything.
that's what you say.
Yeah.
Everything says anti-aging.
I don't mean it in a negative way. I just that's what the term was.
That's just what we were brainwashed into saying. Okay, so like what's your
Anyways.
favorite phrase now?
I like pro-aging.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I like prejuvenation.
Yep. Yeah.
And then I just like looking at it like skin health wise.
Love it. Yeah, 2026 is going to be all about skin longevity, barrier health, inflammation control,
It's a big one.
and long-term skin function.
Clients want skin that ages well, not aggressively corrected skin.
Agreed. So think gentle resurfacing, being sure that your clients are getting consistent treatments, and really educating yourself on how to support the skin through the decades, not just the months.
Yeah.
So, yes, you should be talking to your clients about, okay, now we're moving into wintertime. This is what you should be doing with your skin differently. Summertime, we can stop using our heavy moisturizer.
Yeah.
But think about the decades and what you're going to notice with somebody in their 20s, 30s, 40s and on, and address that skin.
That could be a fun episode.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. But yeah, I completely agree. I love that.
All right. The next one is barrier repair is the new glow. So we've been talking a lot about barrier repair. I think barrier health, we've talked about that for years, but now clients are coming in and they're asking for
It's a
it.
very trendy phrase right now.
Yeah.
Barrier health, barrier repair. Very trendy online.
Absolutely. So going back to, I have Julie, I have a secret for you.
Oh my gosh.
I think you're going to be really excited.
Okay.
You're scared.
I'm scared. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to introduce it in this podcast episode, but in 2025 we talked a lot about AI tools.
Yeah.
And I want to go back to that topic because Dustin, that's my husband, Dustin created an app,
What?
yes, that scans your skin
What?
and literally like gives you a score. Now I know that there's apps out there like that, but the fact that he made this, I am so proud of him.
No, that's insane.
It's insane. So we've been testing it for the last few days and it works. So related to the topic of barrier health, I messed my skin up a couple weeks ago. I did it.
She did.
I've never done this before. I destroyed my skin barrier and I was like, what is going on? Why is my skin feeling like this? So I've been in denial about it. I took my picture with this AI app and I'm reading it. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. No, it's saying that my barrier is disrupted. A picture, Jolie, a picture told me
Oh my gosh.
that my barrier was disrupted. I was like, no, wait, yes.
Yeah.
Because I was still in denial that I did that.
I know, I've been telling you for weeks. I've literally been telling her for weeks.
And I hear you and I agreed with you, but I didn't want to believe it.
I know. That's so, I mean, it's not funny, but that's so cool.
I know. So listeners, stay tuned for the details on this app because it's almost ready and it's amazing.
Ooh, I'm excited. I can't wait.
So going back to barrier repair.
Yeah. So on that note, over-exfoliation trauma from previous trend cycles is starting to catch up.
Yeah, which is what I did.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So just be careful with that. She maybe over-exfoliated a little bit, maybe a little too aggressively.
Listen, guys, here's what I
After a
did.
Moxie.
Yeah, this is what I did. So I had a laser treatment and I didn't plan it well because I had our holiday party the next week. And for whatever reason, I scheduled this laser, not taking into account that like my face was going to be flaky and I was going to have men's all over my face.
Yeah.
So I did wait the appropriate amount of time, the 5 days before I
did.
could exfoliate. I did not exfoliate early, but on that 5th day, I went hard. I used a scrub in the shower, and then I got out and I dermaplaned my face, and then I put an enzyme peel on
That's
it.
crazy.
And I was red.
She even the next day and was red. Like literally the whole next day.
So,
And
learn from my mistakes.
Since then, I've just been hearing a lot of, I'm just so dry.
My skin is so thirsty.
Like, yeah.
I have not been doing like using any actives lately, and it's hard
getting
for
there.
me, but
It's looking better.
It's a lot better. It's a
Yeah.
lot better.
Aw.
Yeah. So anyway, if you do something like that to your skin, some things you need to focus on is rebuilding those ceramines, that cholesterol, fatty acids, and just supporting your microbiome.
Yeah. Glowy skin in 2026 looks calm and hydrated and resilient, not shiny and stripped.
Shiny and striped. That's exactly what my skin
That's
looks
a good,
like.
yeah, that's a good term.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah, exactly. So the next one that we have is clinical meets sensory. So this is huge.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is because obviously clients want results, but they also want to feel something. Okay, so last week I recently had this really cool treatment done. It was called an ASMR facial. And I know you're looking at me like there's no way you had that because
Interesting.
Morgan hates sounds.
She does.
I do hate sounds.
She does.
I hate sounds. I hate it with a passion. But this was so cool. So she's an esthetician and a Reiki master. And she used like different tools like soft brushes, that little scalp thing that like goes on your head. I used to hate it, but now I love it.
Oh my gosh.
And like a bunch of other like a scratchy brush or different tools. It was so cool. And I woke up, I didn't fall asleep, but I like got up off the table and I was like, wow, I just feel like I like was floating in the air.
Wait, I guess, wow, I did not realize that was ASMR type.
Yeah, that's what she called it. And she was talking in a really soft whisper.
No, I love it.
Yeah, it was nice. I thought of you the whole time.
I want it done.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I got an amazing massage. It was more of a massage than a facial, but clients love that sensory journey.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think like especially when you're in your own room, like it was fun for me to set up that kind of sensory journey with them. A Veda term, I feel.
Yeah.
Breathing in the essential oils.
Yeah.
And it makes them think of that location or makes them think of that of your spot.
Yeah, it does.
One example for me is when I started at Boss Gal, I got a facial, like one of my first days there, and we used the Zeo Gentle Cleanser. And now every time I use Zeo Gentle Cleanser, I'm like, Boss Gal. Like it just is that Boss Gal scent to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So with that being said, treatments are now blending clinical technology, relaxation, and nervous system regulation through that sensory journey.
I honestly felt like it was a whole body reset for me. It was so nice. It was so nice.
Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah,
that.
and I like some other ideas that you could do as an esthetician, like incorporating LED light and doing breath work.
Totally.
So easy. Advanced facials and really mastering your massage and using devices without like scary vibes. Yeah. There's just, I don't know. It's the world is your oyster.
And there's just so much more out there now that we can offer or incorporate into our treatments that you can really have so much fun with it.
Absolutely. All right. The next trend for 2026 is using smarter, smaller tech, not more tech in the room. So I just feel like last year, all you saw was tech, tech, tech. It was like tech overload.
And so 2026 is going to be more about selective technology.
Yep. Yeah. So instead of adding in 5 new devices, ask yourself, what do you already have? How could you better use it? And just in general, are you using it to its fullest potential?
Yeah, I think that's always a great point because sometimes someone has a device and they barely touch it because they feel like they're not getting good results from it. But really, it just either takes more practice or extra training.
Yeah.
And then you can start actually using it to its full potential.
And when it comes to what device to use, do your research.
Totally.
Definitely do your research because there's a lot of devices out there that are going to claim they do XYZ. And while you might not think that clients care about the name on that device, they do. They really do. And, it goes to show that marketing is really important. These brands put in a ton of money to market. But with that money that they're also spending a ton of money on research and development that someone down the street might try to knock off and it just doesn't land.
Yeah.
So I think there's a ton of devices out there, for example, that might claim, oh, we're a great hydrodermabrasion machine. And I'm sorry, I'm biased, but there's not anything out there like that.
I agree.
Like the hydrofacial machine.
Yeah. I've had a few different facials with a hydrodermabrasion machine.
Yeah,
This
same.
is years ago, but I mean, nothing's ever come close to hydrofacial, specifically.
Yeah, the few devices that I've tried, I think 3 different devices that claim to be same, better than hydrofacial, and they hurt. They hurt. They scratch my face.
Yeah.
Could it be user error? Sure. But unfortunately, that was my experience, and I will die on this hill. Like hydrofacial is number 1, guys.
I totally agree with that.
This podcast is not sponsored by hydrofacial, but I love hydrofacial.
Honestly, to go back to your one point that you're making about the device name, there's also your clients are so much smarter than what you think too. A lot of our clients nowadays are researching and they're more educated than what they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. So clients like to see when you have those name brands.
Agreed.
Yeah, and your spas.
I mean, they come in asking for it.
Totally.
They know
They
what the
really do.
nanometers need to be for
LED. I
Yes.
know. Listen, I had a friend that wanted to get an LED mask for her mom for Christmas. And I had recommended Omnilux because that's my favorite. I like that it's so flexible. I mean, it's just my favorite. And she was like, oh, perfect. This is the nanometers that it needs to be. And I was like,
Wow.
what? Oh my gosh,
I
look at
love
you.
that.
I know. She's a physical therapist too. Like,
Oh, I
she
love
does not everything to do
that.
with skin. Yeah. So I love
I
it.
just feel like clients are challenging us too so much to
Totally.
like stay
Up to
up to
date, stay
date.
relevant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
absolutely. Because they will eat you alive if
Yes,
you
they will.
aren't.
Yes, they will. Our next one is personalized skin journeys, not just one off treatments. So, this is a really big mindset shift.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is something that we talk to our estheticians a lot about. Not just talking to a client about one facial, because clients are planning. They
Yeah,
want to hear the whole treatment plan.
they do.
And it's such a skill to have to be able to create that. And things can change. Two
Totally.
months in and you're like, wow, I'm seeing results a lot sooner. Or, oh, now this is uncovered and I need to work on that. Change your plan up.
Yeah.
But create the plan and explain it to your clients because that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, if especially when they have these concerns that they want to get treated, they're going to feel better with a treatment plan and know that this is going somewhere.
Yeah,
That there is that end goal in mind.
absolutely.
So think things like skin memberships, your treatment roadmaps, seasonal adjustments. That one's huge. It makes such a big difference in their skincare regimens.
It is. Yeah. And spend the time with the client to educate them, talking to them about why consistency is so important with the plan. And that's going to produce greater results than some flashy one-time service.
Yeah.
The next trend for 2026 is going to be more about supporting my skin and less fix my face. So this shows up in consults all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, somebody coming in with acne wants their face to be magically cured yesterday. But talking to them about supporting their skin, that's what they're really there for.
Absolutely. Clients are saying now, I want to look like myself.
Yeah.
That's a huge one that I
Yeah.
heard a lot.
Oh.
I don't want to overdo it. And I want to age naturally but well. And I think that point at the end is a very, very, very big one that's going around.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that means more time spent doing coaching with them. So skin coaching, talking to them about maintenance treatments and more conservative corrective services. So maybe you're hearing that client say that they don't want to overdo it. I think working in the med spa, we hear that all the time. People are so afraid to get, half a syringe of filler and look artificial. And, that's an education moment, but, that's going to be the client who we're going to work more conservatively with you.
Absolutely. So our next one that we're talking about is home care compliance becoming the focus. So 2026 is the year estheticians stop taking responsibility for clients who won't use their products. Keep that in mind.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the camera. Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Louder for the people in the back. And me.
So education is shifting from buy this to here's how this fits into your life. Here's how this fits into your routine.
Ooh, I love
Things
that.
like that.
Yeah. I love that. I think that's going to go a lot smoother than, hey, you need this, that, and the other. And,
Oh, I love this product. You should use it too.
Yeah. No, I hear that you don't like to spend a ton of time doing your daytime routine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus more on your nighttime routine and supporting that. So it could look like doing simpler routines for them, clearing those expectations, and just really trying to overwhelm them less.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about resolutions for you, estheticians. I love this. I think resolutions are so much fun.
I know, I love them.
Yeah.
I used to not really be a resolution person, but these last couple years I've really tried to either do a resolution or have a set of goals that I'm trying
Yeah.
to focus on for the year. And I like to recap at the end of my year and like, what did I accomplish?
I love that.
Yeah.
I do too. And for some reason, I've been really bad this year about writing them down. And I know that's part of it. Like you have to write
You
them
have to.
down. It really holds you more accountable.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the percentage is, but I heard it recently that that's a massive difference as far
I didn't see
as
there.
what percent of people finish their goals if they write them down. And
Yeah.
here I am not doing it, but I'm going to do it today.
Do it.
Yeah, I am.
You better.
Do it, lady. All right. So, what are some SD resolutions, Jolie?
My first one is stop undercharging.
Oof. That one. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Stop undercharging. And to follow up, stop apologizing for your prices.
I feel like you're speaking to old Jolie.
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there was one time I raised my prices and I was like, sorry. And I'm
You're
like,
like, I'm
what am
so
I
sorry
doing?
to charge you $2 extra.
Literally.
She's spending
Sorry.
5 minutes explaining herself.
Yeah.
I could show you the receipts.
And most of my clients were like, yeah, that's fine. I get it. You know, like no one was upset with me. Not a single client was upset with me.
Listen, another one that I have written down is you too. You stop offering everything. You learned that pretty fast, though, I feel like.
I did learn that really quick. I'm not a body waxer.
Yeah.
Not my forte.
I did offer everything.
I know. You
Yeah,
liked
but I
doing
liked
that.
it.
Yeah. I really did not like waxing. So
Yeah.
I think I just had a little trauma from when I was in school from a leg wax. And I was like, no.
A 4-hour
good.
leg wax.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, I think this just falls in line with just focusing on what your passion is
Yeah.
and get really good at fewer things.
Yeah.
If you have a specialty, you know, hey, I'm going to focus all my education and attention on this topic because I'm going to be the expert in the area.
Yeah. Here's a big one. Track your results.
Girl.
Track it.
Not just the after photo, the before photo too.
Before photo, which I was really bad about. But do it. You're going to be so much happier in the long run. And it feels so good being able to post something and
Yeah.
you're like, look at this.
Yeah.
Like it's such a good feeling. So really try to remember, make a post-it, put it on your tray. And then that way you remember to take pictures of everyone. Like something.
Yep.
Protect your energy.
Ooh.
We kind of talked about this a little bit at the end of 2025.
We did.
When it comes to like when we were talking about burnout, preventing burnout, I feel
Yeah.
like. So I think that still goes to show same here too. If you need a lunch, take your lunch. Don't overbook yourself if that day you just really need your lunch, you know? Don't work through it. Even if you just need a little break, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
protect it.
Yep.
Have your business hours posted on your Instagram. And if a client texts you outside of those, text them back the next day, unless it's an emergency.
Listen, I think protecting your energy, also another example I think of is maybe you don't like talking about a certain topic
Yeah.
and you've got a client who doesn't shut the up about it. Protect yourself, girl.
That was a big thing in my
Yeah, you don't have to talk about everything.
No. And my last one is build confidence through education. I can't stress that enough. The more you educate yourself, the more confident you're going to feel in talking to your clients about XYZ.
Yeah. Love that. And remember that trends don't build careers. Consistency does.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, here is your homework assignment for the week. We want you to write down one 2025 trend that you actually used successfully, one that you tried and let go of, and one 2026 trend you want to explore intentionally.
Love that. And then with that, ask yourself, does this serve my clients? Does this align with my brand? And lastly, does this support my long-term career? If goal setting's not your strong point, go back to our last episode. Our last episode of 2025 is all about goal setting. I
Yeah.
loved it.
I know I did too.
And, ask yourself, is this going to line up with my long-term goals?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for kicking off 2026 with us.
Absolutely. We're so grateful to this community, for all of you who keep learning and growing with us. And 2026 is going to be your year.
Absolutely. So, first thing, make sure that you're subscribed and share this episode with your SD bestie. It helps us reach other estheticians who may need a little extra support. And keep an eye out for what we have coming next. I'm super excited for our
too.
next 3-part series.
Me too. And as always, don't hesitate to educate.